Jasmine Carter adjusted her blazer in the glass wall of the conference room, catching the reflection of Malcolm Price standing across the table, his gaze locked on her. It was a fleeting look, but one laced with unspoken words. They had promised, sworn, really, that they wouldn't do this at work. Yet, here they were again, caught in the silent pull of each other's presence. The chemistry between them had been undeniable from the start. When Malcolm joined the firm 6 months ago, Jasmine had been impressed by his confidence, his intellect, and the way he seemed to command a room without trying. He was different from the men she usually entertained, more deliberate, more self-assured. It had started innocently enough, late nights at the office, brainstorming sessions that spilled into dinners, shared rides home. Then, one evening, under the dim glow of office lights, their easy banter had turned into something else. One kiss turned into two into a tangled mess of limbs and hurried goodbyes. Now they were here. "Jasmine," Malcolm said, his deep voice pulling her from her thoughts. The meeting had ended, but she hadn't noticed. She cleared her throat. "Yes?" He smirked slightly, knowing exactly why she was distracted. "You coming to the wrap-up meeting later?" "Of course." She straightened her papers, trying to ignore the heat creeping up her neck. "Good. We should talk afterward." It was dangerous, the way his voice dipped, the way she felt her pulse quicken at such a simple statement. The problem with office romance. It didn't take long before things got complicated. Their stolen moments became riskier, a lingering touch in the break room, a text message that nearly got seen on Jasmine's screen during a team call. The secrecy made it exciting at first, but the stress of keeping their personal lives separate from their professional ones was beginning to weigh on them both. Then came the promotion. A senior director role had opened up, and Jasmine was one of the front runners. But so was Malcolm. Neither of them had mentioned it outright, but they both knew what it meant. If one of them got it, the power dynamic would shift in a way that neither of them had prepared for. "I heard you're in the final round," Malcolm said one evening as they sat on her couch, wine glasses half full. "So are you," he exhaled, running a hand over his beard. "I guess this was inevitable, huh?" Jasmine placed her glass on the table. "Are we really going to let this get between us?" "I don't want to," he admitted. "But let's be real, Jazz. If I get it, they'll say you were distracted by me. If you get it, they'll say I was never really competition." She hated that he had a point. Corporate spaces were already hard enough to navigate as a black professional. Add a secret romance, and they were practically handing the office gossips a storyline. She sighed. "So what do we do?" "I don't know." For the first time since they started this, they both sat in silence, realizing that they had entered this affair without thinking about the cost. Fallout. A week later, the email arrived. "Congratulations, Jasmine. We're pleased to offer you the role of Senior Director of Strategy and Marketing." She stared at the screen, heart pounding. She had done it. But as she reached for her phone, she hesitated. What was she supposed to say to Malcolm? When she finally called, his tone was unreadable. "Congratulations, Jazz." "Malcolm." "I mean it," he said, but she could hear the weight in his voice. She swallowed. "Are we okay?" A long pause. "I don't know." Days passed, and work became different. The stolen moments disappeared. Conversations became stiff, measured. He wasn't unkind, but the ease between them had vanished. Then one afternoon, he stopped by her office. "I'm leaving," he said. Jasmine's heart sank. "What?" "I got an offer, different firm." She searched his face for resentment, but there was none, just the quiet understanding that they had reached their expiration date. "I wish things had been different," she whispered. He gave her a small smile. "Me too." And just like that, their office romance became another corporate lesson learned.